14 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The 49ers are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Seahawks team that knows they have to take care of the ball.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the San Francisco 49ers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go! Blue Niners! Blue Niners!
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, 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 gun. Hurry up, here we go. Green, Watson now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on third and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And now here's a carry heading left. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, 49ers. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Good. Detroit. Detroit. Right, here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard. Begin. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
All right, here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers had 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. To kick is Janikowski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now a handoff, a as they run left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Throwing is Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Thomas Rawls, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now running right through it. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
To throw is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So maybe not the smoothest attempt you'll ever see, Charles, but he sliced it in off the uprights, and it's 3 points all the same.
Hey, they don't give you 4 if it's right down the middle. Like you say, the ball was slicing pretty sharply, but he got it to bank in, and that's all that matters.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back there now, Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw on second down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wilson now off the bootleg. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They run with a power back. Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the 1st down.
Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try to do too much.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense. Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and stick the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
His throw incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Zaire Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
In motion, Anunwa. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain, and it's second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they are going to score again. Yeah.